Oh,
sorry.
We're live.
What a way to start the stream. Hey, house guests. Welcome to
Oh, it's cold in
today's
here.
Big Brother Canada 11 Digital Daily Updates.
Mhm.
What's up? What's good?
Not much.
Our house guests of the day are Gail Murphy and Jenny Swendiner.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you both so much for
You're
the support.
awesome.
We could not do this without you.
We
and
really
appreciate
appreciate
it
you.
so much. So thank you again.
Let me Melissa McCarthy this.
Okay. If you guys want to be house guests of the day, check out our Patreon link in the info box below. It's only $1 for holla. Yeah. So
All right.
we saw last night Rob was evicted by a vote of 7
my God.
to 4. He tried really hard. He put up a good fight.
So did Santina.
Good campaigning. Jonathan, they all worked hard, but Zach got what he wanted.
That makes me sick.
Yeah, we saw that the trio of Daniel C., Koozie, and Anika were, in fact, the deciding factor.
Mm-hmm.
They all voted. Yeah, they all voted for Rob to go, along with Zach, Ty, Claudia, and Shania. So there were only 4 votes for Rob to stay.
Right.
Jonathan, Hope, Santina, and Vanessa.
Right.
Yeah. That will come into play in just a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah, and the show ended last night with
not even a sniff of an HOH comp.
We had no idea what the HOH competition was going to be, but we did know that Canada and everybody else watching is voting to keep one house guest safe this week.
Is it all done already?
I don't know. I hope it's Vanessa because
I hope it's Vanessa too.
I want to see her stick around.
I know I had said Jonathan, but we have information.
I think Jonathan's going to be okay.
He's going to be fine.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about today's Digital Daily. I also want to mention too, we said yesterday that we're going to talk about the Uncut diary room sessions.
At the end.
We are going to talk about that a little bit after we talk about the Digital Daily.
Even though that happened before the eviction.
Right. Still valid information there though.
Great information.
All right. Or valuable, not valid, whatever. So
might be valid.
This Digital Daily.
Are you validating?
I don't validate parking, so sorry.
I'm out of luck.
Yeah. This Digital Daily covered yesterday after the eviction, day 20 in the house, and they got right into it. There was no BS at the beginning.
No.
I mean, there was BS, but it wasn't.
There wasn't a lot of BS.
I meant there's some BS.
There was no filler in this.
No, it was not
daily.
filler.
It was all info.
Right. So it starts off with Ty grilling Vanessa about her vote.
Oh my God.
She is not having it.
Why is he such an a-hole?
Oh, he is like so frustrating to listen to.
He is. I feel like he's a hater. You know?
Yeah. It's just like the way that he talks to people too.
Smug,
very smug.
Condescending. And just very dismissive and mocking. And
I want to mention too, Santina was in this conversation, but mostly an observer. She has admitted that she voted for Rob to stay.
She can be a real B too.
Yeah.
You know,
we
she's
know this.
Very much like Ty. I'm surprised that she wasn't more attracted to Ty because they are very similar in personality. I feel
somewhat, yeah. I can see the comparisons that you're thinking.
Yeah.
But Vanessa is lying about her vote. She is saying that she voted to keep Renee. And the big thing here, Ty was like, well, why is Santina telling me that you approached her and talked with her about keeping Rob?
Right.
And
didn't everyone?
Yeah. Vanessa's saying, like, everybody was talking about this. What are you talking about?
So why are you picking on me?
Ty's like, well, why were you entertaining other options when you told Dan that you were going to vote out Rob?
That is a lie. She told Dan that she would vote for Rob to go unless she changed her mind, and then she would tell him.
Yeah. So, again, Vanessa's lying about her vote. But she told Ty, look, I was entertaining other options because I'm on the outs here. You don't talk to me every day.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Did I talk to you yesterday? Yes.
And he's like, do I talk to you more than other people do? She doesn't owe you anything, dude.
No.
She does not owe you anything.
I hate the way he was grilling her.
Yeah, super condescending. Vanessa's like, continue your sleuthing. So she walks away for a minute. We find out that Koozie won HOH. Woo! Big Daddy K.
I was excited about that until I heard that.
Until we realized the implications.
She's working with Ty.
We'll get there. But anyway, Big Daddy K. Big win.
Mhm.
So then Vanessa comes back and she's talking to Ty and Santina again. And she's talking about how she's had a really hard time fitting in, like personally and
She's a lone wolf.
game-wise. So she's claiming she voted with the house. No, I don't think she needed to lie about this vote. I think it's making it worse because it's going to come out.
I think she got addicted to effing up the house when she dropped the Zach bomb on everybody. So I feel like she's just going to be a chaos cast for the rest of the season. And
I mean, I think she was hoping that the votes would be there to keep Rob. And then the trio did not vote that way.
Yeah, but I mean, this is after the vote. She's lying about it.
No, I know. I think she just wanted to cover her butt, you know, with Ty.
I think she's going to be a chaos cast. I don't think this is going to be the end to her effery.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure she's got a lot left in the tank. So
0% chance of winning.
You never know. But probably not a great chance. So Ty's like, I'm just trying to find out who voted for Rob to stay. You can't get mad at me for asking questions. Ty is always asking questions and never giving information.
Right.
All the time. So after a while, they actually both start raising their voices at each other. They're arguing over who initiated game talk last week between the two of them.
Who cares? It doesn't matter.
So
it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter.
You know what was bugging the crap out of me too?
What?
The way that Ty was like jumping around during this conversation. I don't know if he's doing little like basketball drills or
I think he was trying to touch the glue lamp beam that was above the little seating area there.
I don't know. But he's like laughing at Vanessa. It was just reading. It's giving cocky and douchey.
Douche canoe.
Yeah.
That was a whole canoe full of douche.
All right. So after we got through that mess, Koozie and Jonathan are chatting in the HOH room. Yay, we get to see the HOH having game talks
finally
in her HOH room. Because we didn't really get that last week with Dan. So Koozie is saying, I cannot even look Zach in the eyes earlier today. I am not going to let him run my HOH.
Didn't she say he was like
Ty do that.
one of the first ones to come in or something?
I'm not sure if she might have said that. I don't know. But she can already tell that Zach is feeling a little nervous because he will not have control this week. So
I hope not.
Yeah.
But won't he though?
Kind of.
Like, because if she's working with Ty and Ty is being influenced and in partnership with Zach, so like
I know. It's a tangled web we weave.
Yes, it is.
When first we learn to deceive.
To lie and deceive.
All right, so Koozie is explaining to Jonathan why she ended up voting out Rob. And I was curious about this because it seemed like a few days ago she was definitely leaning towards keeping him. But basically, Koozie's like, he was the complete package. He was a huge threat to win. And in the end, I decided that I just needed to take out a big target. Didn't want to leave him in the house.
I think she made the right decision. In retrospect, I agree with her. I just thought it would have been awesome to have Rob still in the house because she apparently does not have the cojones to do the deed.
Well, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Jonathan, his game is a mess now, right? Because he was all about the boys, and now that's blown up.
I have a feeling he's still about the boys.
He's about some of the boys. He's about Hope, but he's not about Zach.
What is the percentage? Do you think that Zach will weasel his way back into Jonathan's game?
I think he's going to try, but I don't see Jonathan letting him back in. After
I don't know.
He was so hurt by the way Zach turned on the group. He knows what's up, I hope. So, yeah, Jonathan.
But you know what? Any port in a storm.
Jonathan is rebuilding. He's trying to figure out who he can trust now, who he can work with. And I feel like Jonathan and Koozie were kind of dancing around the idea of like actually solidifying something.
Yeah.
Because there was lots of like, I'll look out for you. I'll fight with you, blah, blah,
yeah.
blah. But there was
I'll go to war for you.
There wasn't anything solid there.
I'll fight.
I would love to see these two work together.
Yeah.
But Koozie says,
I don't know if that's going to happen or not.
I don't know. Koozie says, even though Rob is gone now and that whole thing is done, the fight is still going. The problem is still there, whether Rob is here or not. And the problem is Zach.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Go after Zach.
I'm like feeling good when she's saying stuff like this because I think she's going to like
do something.
Yeah.
Show something.
Jonathan says that Koozie is a classy, strong woman and he knows that she's going to do what's best for her game this week. That remains to be seen.
Is she?
I don't know. We'll find out.
I'll agree with the first part of that. She's definitely classy and strong.
Oh, yeah. She's amazing.
But is she going to do what's best for her game? I don't think so.
So Jonathan says he is with Koozie. He will go to war with her, meaning go against Zach. And he says, you know, this week he might be taking a back seat a little bit. He needs to recharge his batteries because last week was just so draining for him. Trying to keep his boy Rob in the house.
Yeah.
So Koozie's like, I know what must be done. I just don't want to be mean about it. You know, I am going to be ending someone's dream here. And she does not take that lightly. So again, I'm like, ooh, she's going to target Zach. She lets Jonathan know, like, you have nothing to worry about this week. You can just sit back and relax. You're going to be fine.
And I don't mean...
Not in the Marty way.
You have nothing to worry about, like, right now, and things may change. Nothing's going to change. There's no way you're going home.
So in
I'm
return,
not putting you up.
Yeah, in return, Jonathan's like, if you need anything, let me know.
This went on far too long.
It went a little bit circular after a bit.
It was exhausting. You know, like, oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Oh, thank you.
After a while, things
You're
get
welcome.
A little repetitive.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Next up, Hope, Vanessa, and Koozie are chatting, and Vanessa's like a little shook up from her confrontation with Ty. So Vanessa's
Nobody likes to be grilled.
No, she's like, I just got grilled by Ty about my vote, right?
Yeah.
So Koozie's like, honestly, it doesn't even matter at this point. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. If she was on the right side of the vote, what she wanted to happen happened. That's that. So,
I mean, it really doesn't matter.
Yeah. Vanessa's like, I'm excited for your HOH. And she says, I hope the house dances. She might not be in a few hours. I don't know. So then that was just a quick little thing. So then Jonathan and Ty are chatting in the bathroom. And Ty wants to know from Jonathan, is there anyone you think that I should like
watch out for?
Yeah. Who, like, is anybody talking about me?
Nobody's really talking about Ty. Honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting away with it right now.
He really is.
For now.
He, like we were saying earlier in the week, he's doing the same amount of damage and work as Zach is doing, but he's doing it in such a more subtle, low-key way.
I feel like he kind of lost it a little bit, though, when he was talking to Vanessa earlier.
Yeah.
The a-hole jumped out. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's going to catch up with him, but for right now, he's definitely in a way better spot than Zach. It also helps that Zach is there as a shield for him.
Right.
So, yeah. Jonathan says, I haven't heard anyone mention your name, and, like, if I do, I will tell you. So then they're talking about how they both like Claudia, aka CC. And, you know, we saw that Jonathan got close to Claudia like right early on because they're both East Coast. And Ty says that Claudia is becoming.
He set them up.
Yeah.
He fixed them up.
Ty says that Claudia is becoming more of a priority to him.
Really? Because I feel like he's way closer to Koozie than he is to Claudia.
Right? I feel like they talk way more game. Well, Koozie's also HOH this week, so I'm sure that's going to factor in.
Even before that,
But yeah, you're right. Even before. So again, I'll believe it when I see it. If there's conversations where it's more than just them not talking, then maybe I'll change my mind.
I feel like he's got way more respect and like game talk, you know. Claudia is just a distraction. I mean, what is she even to him? Because like it seems so forced.
It does.
It
really does, yeah.
And they never talk game.
No.
Not that we've seen anyway.
Yeah. Can you imagine if there's like all this stuff going on?
I can only go by what I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, who knows? But Ty is on a mission now because he wants to turn everybody against Vanessa. So Ty is like, Jonathan, be careful with Vanessa. I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire of anything with her because he says like I'm close to her. Yeah, he thinks of her as like a mom in the house, but this whole vote thing is really throwing him off. All right, how many conversations here did we
I don't know
see
why he is so fixated on Vanessa when there were 2 votes that they can't figure out.
Because the other one was his boy, so he doesn't care about that.
Yeah.
But
does he know
he's trying
that?
to paint Vanessa as a new
villain?
house target to protect Zach. So Ty and Dan are chatting in the storage room. And again, Ty is like, Vanessa's trouble. I love her on a personal level, but I feel like she's trying to take advantage of that. And he's telling Dan all about the conversation with Vanessa. And Dan's like, honestly, I don't know which way Vanessa voted. Like, we can't assume one way or the other. So he didn't seem too fazed by it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Dan doesn't care.
That's true. So then Koozie and Ty are chatting in the Circle K room, and they had a pretty open game talk.
It was pretty intense.
These two trust each other a lot, and we get to hear a bit of Koozie's plan for the week. But first, they're talking about Rob and Santina. Is there something going on there romantically or what?
Maybe.
I mean, that hug before he left.
I really thought that these two were on a romantic level when we saw that chat that they were having in the billiards room, I guess it was, where they were talking about like their past and everything. I thought this is a little bit way too personal for Big Brother. I feel like this is a game aside.
They were really getting to know each other on a personal level. So Koozie's asking, like, how is Santina doing now? And Ty says she's good game-wise because now she can work with whoever she wants. And he was like...
That's not true, though.
Ty was also saying, like, Santina was, like, annoyed that Rob would try to, like, be all over her because she wanted to, like, keep her options open game-wise. So, like, now she doesn't have to worry about that. I don't know how true that is because she loves
the attention. I bet you love the attention.
Yeah. I mean, that's been pretty clear.
Oh, she could work with whoever she wants. But what if the girls don't want to work with her because they don't trust her?
People do not trust Santina right now.
Trust Santina right now.
I think the only people, like, good with Santina right now are Jonathan.
Ty? Maybe.
And, like, Ty feels like he can still work with her, but... there's definitely some trust issues there.
Definitely trust issues.
So anyway, Ty brings up the votes, of course, and he's okay with Santina and Jonathan voting to keep Rob. They've already admitted it. He's trying to figure out the other two. So, of course, he starts talking about Vanessa again. Oh, my God. Move on with your life. So Koozie's like, all right, real talk. I don't want it to look like you're influencing my nominations this week.
Really?
So... she wants to make it look like she's working with the girls and doing what they want.
I don't want it to be obvious that I cheated on the test. So what do you think this answer is?
So Ty is asking, is Santina your target? And Koozie's like, well, it depends. Like, how do you feel about her at this point? So Ty says, Santina will do whatever I tell her to do.
What?
Ew! I hate it. I hate this.
That is such a slimy, crappy, creepy answer.
Also, I'm pretty sure you wanted Rob to go last week, and Santina voted for Rob to stay. So I don't think you've got the control over her that you
exactly.
That you do.
Or maybe he just wants it to appear that way in front of Koozie.
Well, Koozie proposes Vanessa and Santina as nominees this week. Please tell me
everybody voted for Vanessa for Bel Air direct save.
Well, that, but also please tell me that she's like planning a backdoor for Zach or something.
No. No, she is not.
Oh my God. So Ty's like, oh, well, if you put up Vanessa and Santina, then I would rather get rid of Vanessa this week. Of course he's going to say that.
Because he's working with Santina.
He feels like he's got control over Santina. So Koozie's like, I don't think so. Because if I put Santina up on the block and she stays, I'm going to be her target moving forward.
True.
And Ty...
he's like, no.
Again, Ty is like, no, I'll make sure that she doesn't target you.
She'd never get the votes against you.
Yeah, he says even if she does go after you, she's not going to be able to get the support to get rid of you.
I don't know about that.
I don't trust it. So Ty is like, well, what about Dan? You know, is Dan an option? Dan, Tattoo Dan, DJ Dan? And Koozie says, well,
DJD.
Yeah, Dan is my backup plan right now if somebody comes off the block with the power of veto.
Boo.
So you're just doing the guy's dirty work.
We were so excited for a second.
And now I'm just
disgusted.
Not super happy. So, I mean, I get why she wouldn't want to go after Zach in a way because she doesn't want to mess up her bond with Ty. But Ty sucks. I'm sorry, I can't with Ty.
Yeah.
So, Koozie says that Santina leaving would offend the crowd the least, meaning the other house guests. And she says once Santina is gone.
That's true.
I mean, I guess. I feel like Zach would also, a lot of people would be happy with that.
Yeah.
But she says once Santina is gone, Zach is the next big target.
Yeah.
And Koozie says, I don't want to be the one to take out Zach because that's like a really big move.
I want someone else to do it.
Koozie, no. Just do it. Just do it. So,
see, I would backdoor Zach.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But you know what? There's still hope.
There is still hope.
It's not bloody likely, but there's still hope that he could be a backdoor target.
I really doubt it for this week because
I'm sure he would go out if he was up on the block.
But Koozie knows that Ty does not want Zach to go. Ty says it would hit too close to home for him if Zach were to go this early. And honestly, that's all the more reason to get him out now.
Yeah.
But Koozie says to Ty, just, you can pick one person to be totally safe this week. And she even suggests Zach. So, of course, Ty is like, yeah, Zach, for sure.
If she were to break up that duo, and she knows they're a duo.
Oh, everybody does. Everybody does.
That would eliminate a vote for Ty because his boy wouldn't be there anymore, and he would be even easier to take out if she was worried about him coming after her.
But she wants to work with Ty. That's what she wants. So then Zach comes in, awkward. Yeah. And he's just like standing there for a minute. It was just like, ugh.
And he starts snapping, like,
weird.
Pay attention to me.
Yeah.
What are they, dogs?
So then he's asking, like, have you guys figured out the mystery votes? Ty says he suspects it's Vanessa and Hope.
Really?
Correct. Yeah. So then we cut to Hope and Santina outside. This is so sad. Santina's like, I think she'll make good decisions this week. And I'm assuming
she's not going to feel that way in a few hours.
Yeah, I'm assuming she is Koozie. She's targeting you, girl. So you're not going to be happy about that. But anyway, nominations should be happening today in real time. I don't know. Is Koozie going to stick with her lame plan and nominate Santina and Vanessa?
Yes.
You think so? I think she probably will.
I do.
I think that's what's going to happen.
She doesn't want to make too many waves.
Yeah.
Which is a shame.
I mean, I get why she's nervous, but also there's so much justification to target Zach this week.
Yes. Is there going to be a digital daily tomorrow?
We don't know.
I don't know.
There was one last Saturday, so I feel like it's a possibility.
I guess it's going to be me.
Well, I have a family thing tomorrow.
It's the problem. It's me.
So, depending on if there is one tomorrow, depending on the time, I may be there. I may not.
Okay.
It's probably only going to be one of us either way. It's either me or it's you. So, if it's out early enough in the day, I'll do it.
Me or you.
If it's out later, it's you.
Okay.
So, that should be fun. But before we go, we wanted to talk about the Uncut diary rooms that were uploaded yesterday before the eviction episode. And these were
was it like 5 questions?
1, 2, 3, 4 questions.
4.
And it was very much in the style of Big Brother Over the Top when they would have the live diary room sessions, which were amazing.
I love that.
Yes.
That was the best part of the show almost.
And I will say I loved this. It was very insightful. And I hope that we're going to get these every week because I think it's a great addition to the Big Brother world.
When we watch Big Brother, we don't usually get to see the diary rooms. So we don't know what the people are really thinking when they're in the house, unless they're live feed watchers and they know enough to talk to the cameras and give us a little insight. But being able to see these solo diary sessions, you don't have to wonder if somebody knows who's working with who.
Yeah.
because they'll tell you.
Well,
you know.
I mean, we've seen too for like so many years now, like most of the diary rooms that we see on the show
are scripted,
they're canned, and it's not really giving us any information.
Right.
For the most part. Every once in a while, one will slip through.
Right.
But this is great because they're answering questions and we're getting to hear what they actually think about people.
This is the best. The other crap, it's useless.
Yeah. So these were from before Rob's eviction,
right.
But there is still some relevant information here. So we're not going to go through every single DR, but we just wanted to give you a few little tidbits that we thought were interesting.
Right.
So first two, the questions for this week. Who do you think is working together? And pretty much everybody
they knew
it. I mean,
you know,
Zach, Ty, they're working together. You've got the trio of Daniel, Anika, and Koozie. You've got the girl trio, Renee, Shania, and Claudia. So a lot of these groups are very obvious this year, and they were all figured out for the most part.
Right.
The next question, who do you trust the most? Who do you trust the least? And then the last question was, what's the worst case scenario for your game next week? Which was
kind of lame as a question.
I mean, most people were like, if I got
going
nominated.
Up on the block?
Yeah. I think they could have reworked that so it would be a little more interesting. Like, who do you not want to win HOH? Or
it was sad when Rob was assuming that he was still going to be in the house.
Yeah, worst case scenario for Rob, not being there.
Yeah, he said getting put up on the block. You skipped a step.
I could think of something worse. Yeah. So anyway, some interesting stuff that we heard. So Dan said that he trusts Zach the most, but then he also said he trusts Zach the least.
That actually makes sense to me. Because he trusts that Zach is going, will give him correct information, but he also does not trust Zach because Zach is only working for Zach's best interest, not Dan's best interest.
I feel like that's not totally true though, because he basically said he's not sure if Zach was like telling him lies. Didn't he say that?
Yeah.
So I think basically what he was saying too was that he was all in on Zach and now he's kind of having some thoughts like, did Zach set me up?
So like he got married, but now he wants to get a divorce and he's just staying together because of the kids.
Yeah. So it's awkward. But anyway.
That's sad. I feel bad for Dan because he was dumb at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, and he fell in with the wrong crowd.
Let's talk about Daniel. Daniel.
What a disappointment.
He revealed that he and Anika have a final 2 deal. Interesting.
Daniel, you were our pick preseason, and
I feel like he is thinking that he's really close to Zach, and he is not Zach's #1 priority. Zach did mention him as one of the people that he's really starting to trust a lot, but there are a lot of other people in front of him.
And it doesn't go both ways, really.
Yeah.
Daniel,
don't fall under his spell.
Daniel, very disappointing.
Okay, here was a surprise for me. Hope says he trusts Zach the most right now. What?
What about Jonathan?
What is going on here? I don't get it. But
I don't get it either.
I think there is like a mentor thing going on with Zach and Hope, because I remember Hope one day being like, Zach, I'm like so happy that I met you. Like, you're teaching me so much in here, like about life and stuff.
Hey, he's just a good little kid. He's having a good time. He's playing the game.
Because Zach is like 10 years older than Hope, right?
Yeah.
So he sees him as like a mentor figure.
Yeah.
Ugh, no. Koozie trusts Ty the most. This was disappointing because I thought she was going to say like Daniel and Anika, but she said Ty.
Yeah.
Renee trusts Hope the most. Girl, he just voted you out. I don't think she realizes yet that Hope voted her out.
No, she doesn't.
Yeah. And last but not least, Santina trusts Ty and Anika the most.
Was Santina high during the
I think they told them like give it a lot of energy.
But that was ridiculous.
She was like straight up screaming in there.
She was screaming.
Which is weird because we know she's like a very
reserved,
introverted, like quiet person normally, but like this was just like her cast bio where she was like, ah!
Did they give them booze?
I don't know, but it was a lot.
She didn't even answer the first question. She was like, I'll pass.
This was also interesting to me that she said that she trusts Ty and Anika the most, because I thought she would have transferred that trust from Ty to Jonathan. and Rob, because Rob was still there at the time.
Does she even talk to Anika?
Well, here's the thing. I remember Anika complaining all week that she tries to talk to Santina, and Santina doesn't give her any info.
Did she just mean she trusts Anika because she doesn't view Anika
as a liar,
as a force within the game?
I mean, possibly.
So she assumes that she doesn't know the game and she expects her to be honest because she doesn't know how to be deceptive.
I don't know. It's possible, but very interesting. I hope we're going to get these every week.
It would be nice.
It would be very nice. So thank you all so much for watching.
I mean, it doesn't make up for having the feeds, but it does help.
It's helpful.
And please, not the same stupid questions. Give us better questions.
I'm sure they're going to change the questions from week to week.
If they even do it.
Electric City asked who is HOH. It's Koozie, Big Daddy K. So thank you all so much for being here.
We appreciate you stopping by.
Yes. And until
Make
next
sure
time.
to like the video.
And until next time.
Much
love. Bye.
Thank
everybody.
you. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.